3 videos in one night. I should be going to sleep, but after 5 days off, my sleep patterns are pretty much mixed up. Anyway, I remember a number of videos I made in the past when I had my bookcase in the background. A number of people asked me what books I have on my shelf, what books I read. So I've actually condensed all of my books to this one bookshelf. As you can see, it's 4 layers high. I pretty much just kept the classics and got rid of everything else. Well, the first book is not a classic yet, I hope. When Yesterday Comes Again by John Monk. Yes, I wrote this book. It's not yet available on Lulu. I'm hoping, I'm always predicting in the future, but I'm hoping by the summer I'll settle down and get it rewritten properly and put it out there on Lulu, and hope my YouTube viewers will all order a copy. But anyway, many people ask me what books I have and what books I read. So I figured, since I'm in the video making mood tonight, I'll go through Dune, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, Moby Dick, Great Expectations. What is this one? The Communist Manifesto, just for informational purposes. Animal Farm, Of Mice and Men, Fundamentals of Buddhism, Joseph Campbell, Invisible Man, Power of One, Stones of Summer, Christmas Carol, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, Lord of the Flies, Complete Shakespeare, Three Musketeers, Plato. Some books I put leather on myself. The History of a Madman, Darwin Marx Wagner, Don Quixote, Frankenstein, Siddhartha, August Wilson, Fences, Farewell to Arms, Complete Sherlock Holmes. In the corner we have Pocket Guide, Thesaurus, Dictionary. We have a couple of cliff notes on a couple of books. We go down one layer, we got some, these are some Japanese style paintings, same here. U.S. Army Survival Manual, Platoon, New Testament, 2001, Red Badge of Courage, Hagakure, Huckleberry Finn, Never-Ending Story, Dr. Zhivago, Fantastic Voyage, Andromeda Strain, Dictionary of Quotation from Shakespeare, The Stonemason, The 47 Ronin, Write Like the Masters. This is just a blank book I made myself. Official Poker Rules, Elements of Style for Screenwriters, Clockwork Orange, Call It Sleep, Killing Mockingbird, Brave New World, Lost World, Lord of the Flies, Catch-22, Good Script, Bad Script, Red Dragon, Frank Miller's Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, The Constitution of the United States, Fahrenheit 451, All the President's Men, Contemporary American Poetry, Finding Forrester, Pale View of the Hills, Slaughterhouse-Five, Pocket Muse, Tropic of Cancer, In the Heart of the Sea. That's another Joseph Campbell book I put leather on. Mythology, Memoirs of a Geisha. Any big readers out there will notice a lot of heavy-duty books here, the classics. There's more art books, a Japanese art book, Rembrandt, Michelangelo, Da Vinci Code, Beautiful Mind, Chess, The Stand by Stephen King, big giant travel maps. These are aluminum folder type things. Little Women, Sid Field's screenplay, Reading Like a Writer, The Watchmen, one of the only 2 comic books I own, Complete Aristotle, Name of the Rose, Naked and the Dead, Roots, Adventures in Time and Space, 4 parts of the Hyperion collection, Grey's Anatomy, Industrial Light and Magic, New York Times, page 1. And then we go all the way to the bottom to the leather-bound collections. Got Victor Hugo, H.G. Wells, Homer, Jules Verne, James Cooper, Edgar Allan Poe. We got some of the really old classics here: Plato, Cervantes, Fitzgerald, Plutarch, and another mini collection there of a lot of the same: Dante, Plato, Darwin. Those are our classics down there. Anyway, that's what's on my bookshelf. I've read most of these, of course. When you want to be a writer, you got to read the books that have lasted for many, many years, and are still very popular today, to hopefully get a point of what to do with your own. So hopefully someday you guys will have this book on your shelf as soon as I get off my butt and get it finished and get it out there. Alright, nope, we missed Ernest Hemingway here. Old Man and the Sea, first edition, no cover, so it's not worth much of anything. This is a morning and evening prayer book from when I studied for the priesthood. Don't ask me why I still have it. We have Write Like Hemingway in leather. Again, my own leather covers. If I really like a book and I read it many times, I put my own leather cover on it. Screenplay, Sid Field, leather. Elements of Style, everybody should have that book. All Quiet on the Western Front. Piano Player by Kurt Vonnegut, Slaughterhouse-Five. And another copy of my book in leather, Pocotheosaurus. Goop off. So there we go. That's the books I have on my shelf. The books I have to go through them again since I'm moving, I guess. I'll have to decide what comes and what goes. There sure won't be much going. Oops, I kicked over my titanium canister there. The big book of chess probably won't come with me. Gray's Anatomy and many of the leather-bound collection on the bottom might be gifted to a friend. I don't know yet. A lot of these Japanese art books like this one here, I like them because all the paintings in here are actually separate from the page. They're actually glued to the page, so you can actually take them out and put them in frames. So once I move, I will be doing that. I'll show you an example of that with this one. Fuji Tokiado. This is a presentation book. Nope, this is not the one. This one is just each painting is individual. I guess I gotta bring out the big one. This is kind of awkward. I didn't prepare to do this. But anyway, when you open up a page, you'll see each one is actually glued onto it. So you can remove those and put them into picture frames. That's how I'll be decorating the new place once I move. So a very shaky video, but I got a number of questions long ago about what books I have. Pretty much every one of these books I can recommend. Books on here that aren't long-term most popular type books, I guess Stones of Summer by Dal Mossman. There's a great documentary called The Stones of Summer or something. The name of the book is Stones of Summer. I forget the name of the documentary. But there's a guy out there who thinks this is one of the greatest books ever read, and when he went looking for the author had completely disappeared. It's a really heavy book to read, but a good book. Everything else is pretty much classics. I don't know if Red Dragon would be a classic, but I think it is. Actually, Dark Knight Returns, comic book, but still a classic to me. And everything else is pretty old. Alright. Last video for tonight, I promise.